I fully expect Project 70 to run the entire length of the year when it comes to Series 1, Series 2, and then of course Update Series. If you're looking for maybe another angle to take in Project 70, when you think about down the road a year, 2 to 5 years, maybe you only buy the oddball players. So a lot to think about and a lot to decide, but right now, as of this video, you just have 36 hours left to decide how you are gonna go after Project 70, because in 36 hours, we're gonna see the very first cards released for Project 70. And welcome to episode number 1 of the Project 70 show. My name is Chris, otherwise known on Twitter and Instagram is at CRT_Sportscards. And my website is where you wanna go for everything related to Project 2020 and also now Project 70, and that is simply CRTSportscards.com. And if you're interested in finding out and staying up to date with the best pricing on Project 2020 cards, which I might also then start including around Project 70, join Patreon. Just $6 a month gets you every single card priced in Project 2020 that has a print run under 3,000. So since my last video around Project 70, which came out about a week and a half ago, a lot of things have come into focus around this set. Number one, the big question is how many artists was Topps going to include in the set? We theorized on that video 38 to 40 artists. Topps landed on a whopping 51 artists for this set. They've also confirmed that every artist is going to deliver 20 cards, very similar to Project 2020, which means Project 70 is now officially a 1,020 card set, which officially makes it the modern day monster. If anyone completes this set, they deserve a trophy. They deserve everything in the world as far as the kudos, because this is going to be an insane feat to put together. But with just 36 hours left to go before the set releases, how am I going to tackle this set from a recording perspective, maybe a presentation perspective, and how can you as a fan of Project 70 not become overwhelmed? Because if they throw at us 4 to 5 cards per day, number one, we're all gonna go broke in about 3 weeks. Number two, you're gonna get burned out. And just like with Project 2020, I always said it was never about the summer months. It was about making it to the end, making it to card 400. But before we make it to card 1020 in the set, we have to get to card number 1. And of course, here again, just like in Project 2020, Ben Baller is going to lead off the charge by releasing card number 1. And with it, when it comes to Project 2020 artists, in Project 70, 19 of the 20 artists return. And you're going to say, Chris, only 18 seem familiar to me when I look at the artist list. But reality to idea is Joshua Vides. And because he is going by that name, it gives me tremendous hope that we're going to see some black and white cards from Joshua Vides. But you also asked which one artist is not going to be in Project 70, and that is of course my favorite artist in Project 2020. And Grotesque will not have any releases in Project 70, so it's taken a couple of days for me to get over that fact, but I think it's going to be an all-star lineup at the end of the day. And so with 32 new artists to the set, 32 artists that maybe a lot of us have never seen before, which ones are you looking forward to the most? I know for me personally, Crayola is an artist that I'm looking forward to the most when it comes to his Project 2020 work. I'm also very interested to see how Gregory Siff and Brittany Palmer work together, or side by side, or not together at all, on their releases. I think Snoop Dogg having cards in the set brings us an interesting perspective and an interesting fan base. When you think of what Ben Baller did to Project 2020, what could Snoop Dogg do for Project 70? At the same time, when you think of Don C, he outsourced some of his work. Will Snoop Dogg also outsource some of his work? But I'm curious, in the comments below, what artists are you looking forward to the most who have not been in Project 2020? But now let's talk about game plan. What is your and my game plan for Project 70 as we see the first couple of cards release on Wednesday? For my personal schedule when it comes to YouTube videos, I just don't think at this moment a nightly video is going to be the way I go with Project 70. Now, of course, I do reserve the opportunity to change my thought process on this, but I think with 4 to 5 cards coming out per day, I think the length of time to do a video every single day will be very difficult. So I think I'm going to do a couple of videos a week, but I will see how the set releases. These cards are available for 70 hours, so there's going to be a lot of overlap. They're more so than there was before in Project 2020, where there's only overlap for a couple of hours. We're going to have tremendous overlap in some of these cards, so I think a video every couple of days will be very beneficial. But then also on the website, I'm going to have everything tracked when it comes to releases, when it comes to artist galleries, players galleries. Everything you want is going to be on CRT Sports Cards. So just in case my videos do not come out every single day, the website will be updated every single day. But now, as a fan of Project 70, how are you supposed to game plan a 1,020 card set when you do not know at this exact moment what cards are being released? As you remember, Topps is giving the artists here free reign. They can do whatever they want within the last 70 years of Topps cards. And of course, the artists are going to have the big names. We're going to see Acuna, we're going to see Tatis, we're going to see Mike Trout, we're going to see the regular faces. But what oddball players are we going to see? So when you think about planning this set out from a buying perspective, you have to have a game plan. I know for me personally, I'm going after Gregory Siff's cards and FDOT. That's not really a surprise for anyone who stayed true to the channel throughout Project 2020. But also, if an artist that I've never heard of at the moment releases a Seattle Mariners card, or there ends up being 10 to 20, 30 Mariner cards, maybe I end up putting together a Mariners team set in Project 70. There are going to be so many different angles to take with this set, but I think number one, start with the game plan, but realize that game plan might change a month into Project 2020, or actually Project 70. I wonder how many times I'm going to say that wrong the remainder of the year. But the one thing that should not be on your game plan, as we are about to see the first couple of cards release, is the mindset that you are just going to buy the first 5 cards no matter who they are or what players are released. And that is because these first couple of cards in Project 70 are nothing like the first cards in Project 2020. Remember, when Project 2020 came out, nobody was talking about it. Nobody was making videos about it. It was barely a blip on the radar. Project 70 right now is everywhere. Everyone is talking about Project 70. So what are we going to see out of the gate on day number 1? We are going to see very high print runs. The key here is we don't know at the moment what cards are going to be most valuable. It's going to take a long time to figure that out, but do not go broke buying the first cards thinking they're going to be the next Ichiro Bin Baller, the next Koufax Rochester, or the next Ermsey Trout. That is left to be known at the moment, but do not go broke trying to hit gold in this set. Buy what you like, buy the artists you want, buy the players you like, but do not try to chase an artificial secondary price that may never materialize with this set. This set may never be as popular as Project 2020. Heck, it is over 1,000 cards. This is like nothing we have seen before. But the one thing that should be on your game plan is to have a lot of fun. This is going to be an enjoyable ride. It's going to be a long ride. We're going to make it all the way through the end of the year when it comes to Project 70. We're going to see all 1,020 cards. I hope my website can hold all of those images. It's going to be a tremendous ride, seeing things we never thought we would see. So get ready, buckle up. It's going to be fun. And I will see you guys back on Wednesday night for episode number 2, where I recap the very first releases in Project 70. With that, have a fantastic Monday evening, and I'll see you back here on Wednesday.